welcome to this week's episode of Crazy Nights, and I'm one of your Crazy Nights co-host, Jamie McNichol, and joining me, as always, and a big thank you for his hospitality, is David Fowler. How you going, David?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Jamie.
And what an awesome week we had last week there, I should say, in Melbourne. I want to say thank you to you and your wife, as
That's
always,
all right.
and thank you
It's
for
all good.
the suggestion you gave me a month ago before that, and we did speak about it in another show that we
Mm.
do, but we're not going to talk about that. That's for them to sort out in that other show. But we're talking about Kiss, and I think we could go off the top of the show. I know you got a suggestion topic that was given us by a fan, but I want to say this. Just recently, in the last week and a bit, Kiss have announced a tour with Def Leppard called the Heroes
Mm.
Tour, and it's
Yeah.
commemorate the 40th anniversary. Now, I'm not trying to be too critical in saying this, but is this going to be the 40th anniversary? Even though this is Hero.
Technically not. Technically not. I think this is just a short tour they're
Yeah,
going to do with Def Leppard. Then they'll go out and tour on their own
yeah.
after that. So technically, I mean, it's partly the 40th, but then technically it's not. It's not. There will be touring after that. So
And isn't it true that,
I would say.
and,
They'll tour for a lot of the year.
and sorry to cut you off there, Dave, isn't it
No, that's
true
all right.
that that Def Leppard are thinking about doing a residency act back in Las Vegas again with
To do
Pyromania album?
pyramid, yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, we've talked about this before. Off, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that they were thinking about doing that. So
yeah.
yeah,
And
no,
well, hopefully they do come to Australia. I mean, we all can hope and pray, but I'll
mm.
just have a bit of a question mark saying, is this truly a 40th anniversary tour like it was last year when they announced the Monster
No.
Tour?
Well, yeah, as I said, they'll because they're only touring with Def Leppard up until mid-August.
Mm,
Um, so they'll tour on their own after that,
but look how,
including including the Kiss cruise
yeah,
and everything that you're going on.
yeah. Well, look how big the.
I wish I was going on it.
Well, we'll probably go on together next year,
Or
Dave.
if I as soon as I get a bit of this,
Well, next year, Dave, you can book under me. I can get you one on the pre-sale. So,
I'll book them. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But if you go
We'll book
earlier.
all together.
You
We'll
can,
book all together.
yeah, you can come under our
But
booking.
yeah, I probably want to stay there in America a bit longer actually.
Yeah, yeah. But
Uh,
but by saying that, look how well the tour with Motley Crue
mm.
took off. Could
Yeah,
this
no,
could this
it's good.
obviously go down the same track? I mean, I know we were saying before that we weren't expecting Motley Crue and Kiss to come. We expect Kiss to come, but not Motley Crue. But look how big it turned out to be, and could this go down the track?
It depends on what Andrew McManus, the promoter that usually brings Kiss out, is thinking whether it would be a good idea to bring out Kiss and Def Leppard together.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I know Def Leppard are
or
due to release a new album, or they're recording a new album. I know that.
yeah,
So,
but yeah,
but
well, I would
but
keep it on
within a few
subject
hours,
list.
within a few hours after the announcement was made, they released a big box set vinyl of
Mm.
all the back catalogue, and including, for the very first time, Carnival of Souls, Millennium
Psycho
Concert,
Circus.
Psycho Circus.
I think that eventually, like they will be released on their own.
Mm,
Psycho Circus has already been released on its own.
yeah,
Um, but I think like Carnival of Souls and hopefully the Millennium Concert as well will be released on its own.
mm,
Um,
and I
because
hope.
I pre-ordered I pre-ordered Revenge and I mean we've talked about the 10 albums that Universal bringing out
Yeah,
before, but yeah, as I said, I pre-ordered Revenge and Psycho Circus around Christmas time there, so Souls and all the rest of them on vinyl again after they because I think this box set's only a limited run anyway. So
Whether or not it's a limited run or not, I mean everything
no,
has.
it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
No, it is.
yeah.
They've only made something like I
A
think
thousand.
maybe 200,000. No, I think it's less than that.
No, it's a
Uh,
thousand. It's a thousand
or 1,000.
units.
They'll go pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't know the cost of it yet, but I've been hearing stories it's not going to be cheap. So you can
oh,
just
well, you
yeah.
wouldn't expect it to be
No.
cheap when there's about 30 odd albums in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the Slayer vinyl box set. Um, and there's about how many? There's about 11, 12 albums because it was basically everything from what was it, Rain and Blood up until the World Painted by their last album.
Mm.
And that was about $200.
Well, that
Um,
well that cheap compared to
that's well, yeah, but then again, with the Kiss one, there's about
yeah,
three times as amount of
yeah.
albums in there,
Plus you
so
got
you
the
would expect it to at least be three times as much.
yeah.
And the packaging with the like the road case as well,
Mm.
that add a bit of cost to it as well. So,
But I think
uh,
also, David, we should mention I want to say this. I think we should get some credit for it. About 3 months
uh,
ago, we decided to put up a 40-song set list, one song from each album to be played live. Well, lo and behold, Kiss are releasing a double CD that will be released in May with 40 songs on it, and they're gonna have one song from each album. But unfortunately, due to my um, investigation, there's not one song from Paul Stanley's solo album from '78. There is a song from the Detroit Rock City's soundtrack. Nothing
I
can
wonder
keep me from
why.
you.
Wonder why there's no Paul Stanley solo album
I'm not too
song
sure,
on there.
but there are
Hmm.
some rare live songs on there as well from 2004 to 2009, and an unreleased demo from '77 called Bad Reputation. I have heard that song back in '97 when I had it
Yeah,
on
I
that
don't
CD.
know. We were discussing that the other day. It's not that Bad Reputation isn't on the original box set because I
No,
looked.
it's not on the box set.
It was Bad Lovin'.
Yeah.
They were probably thinking of, but Bad Reputation was never in the box set.
No, there was. Yeah.
I looked online and looked on my box set
Bad
and
Reputation has been released. I know this for a fact because I went to a record store in Perth in Western Australia when I was living there for 8 years, and the guy had all these demos. It was a bootleg, of course. Had all these
yeah, but
demos.
no, it hasn't officially been released as by Kiss themselves.
No, they don't
It
release.
may have been released as a bootleg, but not
Yeah, yeah.
as not officially released by the band.
No, well, this Bad Reputations obviously comes
Mm.
off the Love Gun album or the
Yeah,
recordings and that. I really love to see those recordings they did with Van Halen, Eddie
yeah.
and that.
Well, maybe eventually they'll get done.
Mm,
Uh, but, but then again, that's uh, there's got to get they were supposed to be on the box set,
mm,
the Kiss box set. And the reason I think I heard was because of Warner Brothers being Van Halen's record company, sort of put the kibosh on it, and that's why it didn't happen. Uh,
and
they
then the story.
wouldn't give clearance for the Van Halen brothers to be featured on a Kiss album,
Well,
on a
that's a
Kiss
question.
release.
Well, that's a question in the Nothing to Lose book.
Yeah.
Kiss was partnered. Well, Casablanca was part of with Warner Brothers at the start, so I can see where it's
Uh,
coming about. So, yeah,
yeah, it's probably, but apparently it had something to do with Warner Brothers, the two record companies not sort of being, not Warner Brothers not letting the Van Halen brothers be on there, so that or something like that.
yeah.
Because that's why I've heard why a lot of the artists get the Kiss Mask release as well. They're saying missing in action, and there's a lot of like Madonna and
Mm.
Motley Crue and all that sort of thing.
And Megadeth.
Megadeth missing in action was because the record company sort of the record company's not giving clearance for their artists to be on there. So
Mm,
unfortunately, these things happen in the business.
yeah, but also before we go on to the topic, Classic Rock Magazine has released a commemorative collector's edition of.
Hmm.
They have four different covers in it, and but that the same issue just got different covers. And you mentioned it as well, David, that there's a
They got
poster in it.
the poster of the promo poster for the new Kiss movie. You want the best, you got the best.
Hmm.
It was posted by might be the same one. It was posted by Alan
Parker.
Parker a few months ago.
Hmm.
The original one that he posted, that will be as a poster in the new Classic Rock magazine, special editions. So,
And
which I believe Jamie's already pre-ordered.
yes, we paid give or take $46
Yep.
Australian, and that's include postage.
Yeah.
And go on there. I know when they had a pre-order last year, well, 2 years ago, it sold out within 48 hours. So one of the editions they had sold out. But yeah, get if you can still get it, please get it. Because we've been supporting the movie. We had Alan on our show twice. We're getting him again once everything is finalized and edited and done, and hopefully they'll come back and to talk. And I don't want to say anything else because we've been told, David and I, something very, very big that I'm part of Crazy Nights. We have got something big coming very, very shortly in the next 5, 6 months, around the time when the movie comes out. So, and it's not here for Australia yet,
You,
but I told you before, David, what it's about. It's in the back end of it. But anyway, Dave, I want to pass it over to you. You got a message during the weekend, or actually last week, from our fan that created our video for us. And we want to say thank you to Helzig, who is an awesome fan of this show. He's done a lot of work, a lot of production. He's also put together the video for our new project that we've got. But David, I'll hand it over to you to the topic.
um, yeah, basically, Helsing, who made a promo video for this show and all that, he got in touch with me a couple of days ago, and said, gave us a bit of a topic, thinking about, it's along sort of the same lines as what Van Halen did with their last album, Different Kind of Truth, where they basically recorded a lot of old 70s demos, like She's a Woman and all that sort of thing for their album. He suggested maybe Kiss should release, re-record some of the old demos, and because there was one what was it? Can't remember the name of the song, but posted, but recorded a lot of the old 70s demos that are unreleased. Because there are some good songs in there that, sort of haven't been released yet, but
Hmm.
maybe they should re-record some of those and release them as an album.
Well, what songs would you like to have on there, David? Like the demos that you liked or have heard but they haven't released?
Well, maybe, as I kind of said before, I think they should explore. I mean, they kind of used it in Detroit Rock City, but expand on the second half of Acrobat,
Mm.
um, and it might turn that into another song, maybe, or even I'm sure there's some, unreleased demos and all that area that maybe could be, brought to light.
Mm.
And also bad rep Reputation. Totally record that properly.
Mm,
Um, and there's a lot of stuff even from the elder days that
yeah,
could be used, even though Paul and Gene don't really like that album. Um,
I wonder why.
yeah, oh, yeah, exactly. Uh, but there's a lot of demos in the Kiss vaults that could probably
Yeah.
be done.
Well, there's a
Uh,
song they
if,
played at the Daisy, very early on, and I know there's a song like the Daisy and whatnot called "Life in the
yeah,
Woods." They should
yeah.
record that and put. I know they played it in their set
Uh,
list, but "Life in the Woods," if
I
they
haven't
could,
heard that one yet actually, but
yeah,
and there's also some even uh, I've seen them on YouTube and all that. Some unreleased demos from the Psycho Circus
yeah.
era that
Well, most of those
that
songs end up going on to Gene Simmons' Arsehole solo album, but
yeah yeah
hearing Ace Frehley play "Sweet Dirty Love," it sounds
yeah
way better than what turned out to be on Arsehole.
mm,
And
mm.
but let's put Sword and Stone on there from Crazy Nights album. That should be
It's
released on
better.
there.
Then again, even if they do re-record stuff like all the unreleased, it's got to still sound like the songs all gel together as an album.
Mm,
It'd be sort of it wouldn't make sense to have songs that really don't fit together as one complete album. Uh, and, it sort of makes sense. But
you heard it,
if they
yeah,
as long as these songs all sound good together,
yeah.
why not?
Well, you heard the Hot in the Shade demo from Gene called Street Legal, haven't you?
I think I have. I think I've heard it once or twice. Yeah.
That should be re-recorded and put on a thing because
Mm.
Street Legal, for me, I don't even know why they didn't put that on.
Sword and Stone, I reckon, should be done. Even if they make it a slightly heavier version,
Mm,
give it a bit of punch and kind of like a revenge.
yeah,
So put it in because Sword and Stone was kind of like it was meant to be for was it Crazy Nights or something?
yeah,
Crazy Nights
it was.
or Hot in the Shade.
Sword and
Get
Stone.
but sort of give it that heavier sort of um ballsier sort of revenge
Yeah,
sort
you
of
just take out the keyboards in it and just put a bit more punch into the.
yeah take
Yeah.
just make it like a guitars and
Mm.
bass and drums.
Well, even the original version of "Love's a Deadly Weapon," it was off the
Mm,
Elder session, but then they re-recorded it and put it into Asylum.
yeah.
I don't really too fun, even though I like Asylum. I'm not too fond of that song that Gene did on Asylum. I prefer the original intake that was off the Elder demo
Yeah,
sessions.
yeah, the original outtake, yeah.
Yeah, and it gives that. I mean, these songs that were hanging around.
Yeah, or say it. um, I don't know whether Kiss actually used it, but I know they used the Heaven thing for Lick It Up.
Mm,
But maybe even if they used the riff that Vinny turned into Boys Are Gonna Rock into something. But
mm.
then again, frickin'
Vinny,
Vinny or shall we say Meredith?
yeah, well, both of them will
well,
probably sue Kiss for you taking my song,
yeah, or
like they're trying to do because every time when Kiss play "Lick It Up," oh, they're not getting paid for it. So,
uh,
but nah, that's a lot. There's another '70s song that been used as a demo. It hasn't been properly recorded called "Smoke," and I think it comes up.
that's the one I was trying to think of.
Yeah,
That I saw the other day. Oh, why not? But as I said, that they make an album of all these songs. It's no use having like one from say Sword and Stone in with a song that doesn't from
Mm,
the '70s that doesn't totally fit together.
mm.
Yeah, it's got to the album's got to sort of make sense
Yeah, well, see,
in a way.
yeah, that's true because
You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah, because the last two
Yeah, yeah,
albums, Monster and Sonic Boom, has got that '70s feel.
yeah. Or even it's don't want to have the album sound disjointed.
Yeah,
Um,
have a bit
yeah,
from the '70s, a bit from
yeah.
the
It just
'80s, a
sounds
bit from the '90s,
yeah,
and
it
going
just
back.
sounds like it's all over the place sort of
Yeah,
thing. Mm, the album's got to have direction and all that still, even if you're putting in like songs from different eras and all that together. It's just got to have that have some sort of direction with it.
but what would you
Um,
call the album? I'll call it Who Dares Wins.
oh God, who and what you know, there could be 1,000 titles you could think
Well, you
of.
can go with
Depends
it.
on
We can go with the Ace song off Psycho Circus, Demo in Your
yeah.
Face.
There could be yeah, it could be 1,000 titles. You could think of. Kiss would probably come up with something pretty cool, a
Yeah.
cool title.
Well, even that Ace
Uh,
song, that demo that Gene wrote for Ace, called In Your
mm,
Face. Yeah, that could be re-recorded. But
well,
would you get Tommy to sing
was
it though?
that just? But was that really? I reckon that was properly recorded, and they just left it off the
Yeah,
album.
that's true because those.
Because those songs sounded pretty much properly recorded to me.
Yeah, all those songs.
In your face, and there wasn't there
Sweet
another
Dirty
one.
Love, Carnival of
No, no,
Souls.
no, not those. There's in your face, and there was another one that ended up being on the singles. It's my,
It's My
it's
Life.
my life.
Yeah,
That's the one.
It's My Life.
Um,
But isn't that. I heard stories about It's My Life that was actually recorded around the Creatures era.
well, no, actually, um, wasn't recorded by Kiss first, although they wrote it.
Mm,
Um, it was actually recorded first by Wendy O. Williams
yeah,
on her Wow
yeah.
album.
But the
And
demo,
there's,
the very first demo of It's My Life, was that around the Creatures era.
I haven't heard any of the Creatures stuff. The old, there's a there's a lot of demos floating around in the older Creatures era. There was one bootleg album that had the cover of it was Kiss, I think, with the Creatures costumes on in a like a backstage theater mirror
Mm,
with the light bowls around it. That's where I think a lot of those demos, um, you know, of Heaven and the one that sort of was a mismatch of Lick It Up and Boys Are Going to Rock.
yeah.
That's where a lot of those demos were the older they were the older demos
Mm.
came from.
But yeah, there's so many of them, and
Yeah,
I
but
mean, there's how many takes were there with Unholy? There was a lot of takes. There was also another demo for Thou Shalt Not.
actually there was another song. I don't know. I can't remember where they actually recorded this song that they wrote for Random Adventure with Dave the Snake Sabo from Skid Row. And I don't know whether the guys from Silent Rage were involved in it.
Was that around
Um,
the Hot in the Show
yeah, it was
Revenge?
recorded. It was yeah, it was done. Yeah, it was done around Revenge. I can't remember the name of the song. Um,
Well, I know that
I
Bruce
don't
said
think
there is.
I don't think they actually used it.
No, well, I know that Bruce said there is another song off Revenge they never used, and he actually got the song.
He hasn't got it.
Yeah, he has. He has. He's got the master
Yeah, he
tapes.
has got.
Yeah,
Ah,
but he. Yeah.
it's probably that could have been the one that they wrote with David Snake Sabo.
Mm.
Because yeah, I know Sabo was writing, I think, with
And
Gene maybe at this stage.
yeah, and I'm also
Um,
hearing there was supposed to be another ballad to be on Revenge that never got you.
every
Yeah,
time I look at you and Gave
yeah.
uh, and all that, so that really did need another ballad anyway. Three ballads is enough.
Yeah, well,
But because I mean the direction of that album, they wanted to take that in a bit much more heavier direction.
mm,
And that album anyway. So third ballad would have just sounded out of place.
well,
Uh,
you blame video, not video, MTV for that. But when they took the makeup off, everybody thought, "Oh, here's a good band that makes a great music." Well, they never want to know about Kiss because of the makeup,
yeah,
And it's just like now, no one really gives a hoot about Kiss, mainly because of the makeup and that.
yeah,
But we fans, we don't care. You either love us or hate us. You're in the middle. Get the fuck out.
yeah.
But no, there's a lot of. I'd like to know if there's any demos left off Sonic Boom or Monster
Mm.
that haven't been used and probably shelved for another album if they ever decide to do one or and that. But
Well, yeah, that's as we said before. I mean, they'll consider it after they've toured for the 40th anniversary and all that.
mm,
Whether they do another album, is still up in the air.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I would love to see another one.
yeah,
They then say this is the final album
mm,
with maybe the final album with Gene and Paul, and they keep going as they've kind of said before.
yeah.
Um,
But you don't want to put a song like Bad Bad Loving on the demos, what we were talking about, because that was a demo for calling Dr. Love,
yeah, I mean, yeah,
And
like stuff that like in your face. Well, maybe they could re-record that again, and
put Tommy on
because
vocals.
oh god, when that except Gene wrote in your face, I think,
Yeah,
didn't he?
Jane wrote In Your Face for Ace Frehley. Yep. And
Yeah,
for
so
some
I mean,
reason, they cut it, and
so at least Ace wouldn't be able to bitch about it.
yeah. And I
Um,
also heard there was a couple of other songs that Peter Chris wrote, but the band, which
but I think didn't Ace write a song called Amazon Train
I'm
for
pretty sure he did.
for Psycho Circus?
Pretty sure he did.
I've heard, yeah,
The Acorn.
whether he used that. Yeah, well, so I kept hearing titles like Amazon Train and
Yeah.
all that when Psycho Circus came out. So,
I know that just before the reunion, he had a song Ace Frehley called Sister, which came on Anomaly. I was just,
well, Sister was was written before the actual reunion
yeah,
because
but I was just wondering,
he was playing Sister on the '95 tour, the Bad Boys tour.
yeah, I was
But
just,
I think that I've got a feeling, as we sort of spoke to Frank Munoz last year,
mm,
that song may not have actually been all written by Ace.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
That Carl Cochran or um, Richie Scarlett may have had a hand in that song.
Yeah, but I was just wondering if he would have taken that song to Kiss around the Psycho Circus era, and Kiss had nothing to do with it. I'm not too sure, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did decide to wanted to bring it in, because
Uh,
if I'm hearing that Peter had about 5 songs that he wanted to bring in, and only one that turned up on and it ended up being a ballad, and
yeah,
Paul Stanley wrote it.
that ballad that I think starts off sounding like Peter Chris's singing, that then ends up sounding like Paul singing.
Mm,
Nothing was it? No, it's called finally found my way.
yeah, finally
Yeah,
found my way in here. Yeah,
yeah. It, at the end of the song, it basically, to me, it sounds like it starts off Peter and then ends up sounding like Paul
mm,
by the end of the song. So who knows?
yeah, but that In Your Face. Get that re-recorded and put Tommy on it. Who knows?
Uh,
I don't know.
uh,
I don't know if you would like to have Tommy on it. Well, who knows?
It'd be okay.
Yeah,
It's like because I mean Ace didn't write it, so you can't really
yeah.
complain about it.
But yeah, there's a lot of songs around, like you said, around the Elder because around the Elder Killers and Creatures, though, that era from 81 to 82, there was a lot of
Yeah.
songs in that, and even Gene wrote a song called Stanley the Parrot, but it wasn't about
Yeah,
Paul Stanley.
I think I've heard that.
Yeah.
No, no, don't release that one. God,
And it wasn't
that
about
would
Paul Stanley
that
like
wouldn't suit
people say.
that wouldn't be about it. That wouldn't suit a Kiss album.
Well, what about those thousand songs that James got? And he was supposed to release
Oh,
it.
yeah,
That big massive box set, you know?
well, that never happened.
Nah.
But he's probably used some of those songs in like Monster and
Yeah.
Sonic Boom.
Mm.
But,
Well,
um,
there was actually stories coming out of Sonic Boom that some of the songs were pre-used from old '70s songs like Hot and Cold was one of them, and yeah, I think there was
Never before.
yeah, Rock and
Yeah.
Roulette was another one.
Mm. I mean, they still can write good stuff. I
Mm,
mean, it's necessary to go over demos. That some may sound good, some might sound shit,
mm.
and but maybe they could use a couple of the old demo, but whether a lot of them are up to scratch anyway is another thing.
Or just
Um,
like you said before, just rearrange it. I mean, even if they have to rewrite it themselves to fit in that structure.
rewrite and maybe use some of the riffs from that song like they did with the second half of Acrobat where they used it in Detroit Rock City with the bit where it goes down and actually the open the main riff at the start which is I think was an idea from what that came out of Acrobat. One of the ideas that came out of Acrobat,
Yeah,
obviously the other bit being the one that became Love Theme from Kiss.
yeah. And
Um,
also the riff from, or the opening riff from Juice came from the Raspberries, so
mm.
that I spoke about. And you know
Well,
how,
I mean, they haven't been shy about you know admitting to certain that sort of thing where they've even used the bass line from Blue Oyster Cult and Godzilla in Detroit Rock City.
hmm.
I remember hearing that. Uh,
Well, while we're on
but,
our demo album, David, let's just do a little bit of a right turn. Should Kiss do an
yeah.
album fully on covers?
I've always thought about that. Whether they could, I'd like to actually see them do some stuff from like Led Zeppelin.
Hmm.
Do Whole Lot of Love, which Paul has actually
Teased it.
he was no he teased it on the Sonic Boom here tour. If you actually watched Kiss It live at Rock Am Ring during Paul's solo bit, he actually starts singing Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
He doesn't sit even with his voice the way it is now. He could still pull it off, I think.
I love them to put Won't Get Fooled Again, but with the way the
Yeah,
voice is
yeah,
now, you know.
but even
Well, even that song they did
not.
for the Ramones, that Ramones tribute.
Oh, but they've already. But I'm talking about
Now, new
songs
ones.
they haven't recorded yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, new covers like even another Rolling Stone song, which
yeah,
Paul's done in his. You know which one I'm talking about, don't you?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Angie.
Mhm.
Uh, Stuff like that. I mean, not just re-record. Other covers they've done before, but
Well, even Here
like
Comes the Sun by the Beatles, when they did a little bit of a at the symphony organ.
oh yeah, no, yeah, they did do. No, they did. Here comes the sun. That wasn't the only time they did that. I think
No, they did it in
they've
a
done. I did that in Japan. I think they did it in Japan as well.
yeah,
Um, but
but
I know they did Angie in Japan.
they
So it was
play
talking
that
to Led Zeppelin. I'm sure they've done Communication Breakdown by Led
they
Zeppelin
have.
or something.
I know Paul Stanley done on his
Uh,
'89 solo tour. Communication breakdown.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
I think Kiss have done it themselves
yeah.
at some stage.
But
Day Tripper by the Beatles. Um,
I'd love to
what
see
else?
Gene. I don't know if he would do it if he goes back to the Revenge Carnival of Souls era. If he plays the bass that way, do a freaking Metallica song.
I couldn't see Kiss doing Metallica,
Nah,
to be honest.
nah. But
Too heavy for them.
imagine they play Enter the Sandman and Gene sings it.
Enter Sandman, yeah, nah, nah. Uh,
I like
um,
them to do a Motley Crue song.
no, they to do covers. I think they stick to their own heroes. You
Yeah,
know,
Moody
the 70s,
Blues, Moody Blues.
70s sort of stuff. Work up some of that stuff.
Yeah,
Um, even if they like Zeppelin, Deep Purple song would be nice. Something like because I know Gene said he's always a bigger fan of the Mark III era uh, Deep Purple with David Coverdale on vocals than
yeah,
he was the like uh, God, I've just had a mental blank.
yeah.
Um,
I like them to do
freaking
Dark Light.
Ian Gillan.
Yeah, I like them to do Dark
Dark,
Light from Deep Purple.
you mean Black Knight?
Black Knight, Dark Knight, same thing.
No,
Yeah.
I think even Burn.
Mm.
Burn from songs like that. Because as I said, Tim was more of a David Coverdale era Deep Purple
I know
fan than
Paul Stanley is a
he was the others.
massive. I know Paul Stanley's a massive Free fan and Bad Company fan. I know he's a huge fan.
Oh, even do stuff like all right now.
Yeah, he had done that
All
before.
right now,
Yeah, he actually had.
baby,
Yeah, he actually
yeah.
done
But
that.
I mean, if
Yeah,
Kiss record it,
yeah,
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
as we're talking about covers, doing a covers album, yeah.
yeah,
But I'm sure if they were to do it, a covers album, then it'd be all stuff that they
yeah.
grew up on, not necessarily stuff that they influenced. Like I know Motorhead actually did a Metallica cover. They did a cover of Whiplash,
Mm,
which they actually got a Grammy nomination for too.
yeah.
I might have actually won the Grammy for it too. But yeah, but
But yeah,
yeah,
I would love them to, like we were talking about demos. I just thought let's go a little bit right field. Let's see if they would do a covers album of who they
yeah,
were inspired.
yeah. I've always thought about it just myself. They would did a covers album. What would they do?
Mm.
But I think if they were to go to sort of go down the covers album route at any stage, it'd be sort of like 70s, 60s, 70s stuff that they would do.
Well, the reason why I mentioned that, Def Leppard recorded an album of covers called
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. It was all like
all the
Mott the Hoople,
yeah,
and
all the
and
bands that they were influenced growing up as
yeah,
kids, and that, and yeah, I'm with you, Dave. The bands that inspired them, like Free, Bad Company,
Cream.
Queen, Led Zeppelin, and all that. You
No,
put
no,
it,
Cream, the
mm,
Cream, the Eric Clapton Cream, like Queen.
Cream.
I don't think they do a Queen song. Um,
We are the champions about mushrooms.
nah. Yeah, I can see them doing like something like in a white room with the shadows, something like that. Even if the Gene or
What about
Paul
Live and
could
Let
sing it.
Die from the Beatles or Paul McCartney?
Yeah, I could. They would if they would do a covers album. I could definitely see them doing another, uh, even a couple of Beatles songs.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah. Oh,
Hendrix?
huh?
Hendrix? Because I know that.
Hendrix, yeah,
Yeah.
Hendrix. Uh,
All
yeah,
along the watchtower.
yeah, probably not that. They might do.
Well, I know they
So
were heavily influenced by the British music because of.
the Doors.
Yeah.
See them doing if they Roadhouse Blues.
Mm.
stuff like that. If they, covers album rap.
We'll just get Paul to do Elvis.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, Elvis would be another one that I reckon they'd do
Yeah,
if they were to go down the covers album route.
yeah. But no, we're not taking a piss. We are dead set serious. We'll love
Yeah,
them to do a covers album if they decide to have some time in between tours or whatnot. Yeah, just sit down and lay some
it,
tracks down. It's not going to be hard to do.
what bands that, but no, bands that influenced them.
Yeah.
I mean, they've recorded covers before. Some of them great, some of them not so great.
Well, some of the covers they recorded actually become a bigger hit than the original ones, like 2000
God
Man
gave,
from the Rolling
God gave,
Stones. God Gave,
God
yes.
gave right up and right to
Yep.
you. The
New
one
York Groove.
I could have done without Then She Kissed Me.
Mm,
Um, that didn't never really like that one as
mm,
a cover.
yeah.
Uh, it could have gone with something else.
Yeah.
Um,
New York Groove was a massive hit for Ace
ki-
Frehley.
kissing time was
Kissing
another
Time.
cover.
Yep. And that was
Um,
actually a top 10 hit back in the 50s, Kissing Time.
yeah, for who was it?
It's
Who
in the
originally
Nothing to
did that
Lose.
one? Was that Dave
Yes.
Clark Five?
Something like that, yeah. It's in the Nothing to
Uh,
Lose book. But back in the 50s, it was a top 10 hit in America.
uh,
And Kiss decided to rock it up a bit, to spice it
mm,
up a bit. But that 50 song, Kissing Time, was a bit more like a swing jazz type of bill. So yeah,
uh,
all the girls were going nuts down the front when I watched the video clip. It's a black and white video clip on YouTube if you want to go and check it out, the original version of Kissing Time. But Hot
uh,
Rock and Roll Hell was a demo. Not demo, a cover.
cover, yeah.
You know,
Uh,
and that. But yeah, all they have recorded covers before and made out to be better than the original song. So why not get them to sit down in the studio, lay some tracks down, make a cover album,
mhm.
and,
Uh,
and people say, "Oh, we don't want cover songs." Well, oh well, you can't
but
please them all.
even if they did like a cover thing as and have it had it as a, a um a, an album of all original stuff as well.
Yeah,
Have it as a bonus,
mm, yeah, they can recover themselves.
or even if it's just like an EP of covers.
Yeah,
Uh, say 5 to 6 covers as a bonus to a new studio album.
hmm
Um, and just as say thank you. Have it as like a bonus for like the European release of Sonic Boom.
mm,
Um, so Kiss haven't been that well known to put bonus stuff on album, like a bonus
yeah,
CD here and there. They're starting to do it now,
mm. Well,
obviously, but
that's true because I want to go back to the vinyl box set. They're all remastered thing. Now we did speak to Robert V. Conte about 3 weeks ago on
are
the
they all the albums been remastered in the box that
yeah.
file?
They're not from Robert V. Conte. I think Universal has remastered and put them on a 180 gram vinyl. And
Even Revenge has been remastered.
yeah,
Damn. I've been wanting them to remaster that. Hopefully they bring out that remastered on bloody CD soon too.
well, all these are remastered
And
on
at
vinyl.
that and like Kiss Alive 3.
Yeah, but uh, from my knowledge, there's no bonus material songs on these vinyls. There's no
No,
bonus.
I think it's
We were expecting that,
from,
Dave. We weren't
yeah,
expecting that.
no. But I think it's got some of the old bonus things
Inlets and
in the
stuff. Yeah,
in posters and
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. That's true. And
So
Revenge has got that promo poster inside it.
which one? Oh
Um,
no, yeah, I remember which.
but yeah,
Yes.
even all the like you said, all the other ones have got those original inlets. They're coming back in play again. And I just hope, and I know you said it before, Dave, at the top of the show, that they'll probably release them singly as well. Um, I just hope,
Yeah, I mean they've already released like 10 of them.
yeah. Well, I hope
Uh,
they
as
re-release. I hope they re-release Killers and Smashes Thrashes on vinyl separately. I know it's in the box set, but even a live three
if they
and
re-release it maybe with because when they did re-release it on CD here with uh Crazy Nights and Reason to Live and all that on it. But hopefully, if they re-release that on vinyl, then
yeah.
maybe they'd
Well, the vinyl's in
have
the
that with
box
it.
set. The vinyl's in the box set. Now, people are saying, why isn't Sonic Boom in the vinyl box set? I believe it's due to Walmart exclusive release that vinyl came out with, and Sonic Boom is not in the box set vinyl release.
Yeah, the only way to get it at the moment is through eBay
Yep. If you
at
want
exorbitant prices.
if you want to pay that ridiculous amount of money, go for it. But yeah,
What did I say the other day? It was a Kiss Live 3. But some people, this person was selling, but you know how it sort of came out in red, white, and blue vinyl
yeah,
originally. Someone had a package, all three of them packaged together, which when I think about it again, it's not that bad a price. 350, I think, for all three of them.
mm.
Three, like different vinyls.
And I think the promo vinyl came out in an orange cover for a live three. I'd have seen an orange cover.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I know. I heard of it and saw the
And and
red, white, and blue
because
vinyl.
here's a question before we just come up to a close, David. You know how Killers was a Japanese or a German release? They'll
Yeah,
release it. That
they released it. They released it in Germany, and I think the Japanese one had a couple of different tracks on it.
yeah. Why ain't Jakara on it?
Escape. I think the Japanese release, I think, had "Escape from the Island,"
Yeah,
a couple of songs from the Elder.
yeah. But why isn't Jakara in this box set? I know it's a Japanese label release.
It was only a Japanese release, so that's why.
Yeah.
And that's why it wasn't actually released in North America. Which
Mm.
same reason why probably Killers is in there, or
Killers is.
or the singles,
Mm,
or the singles, which is only an Australian
yeah.
release.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
apparently the Kiss Killers is in this vinyl box set. So
Oh really?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, with Creatures of the
Mate,
Night, are we getting the two different covers or just the one?
nah, it'll be only the one.
Yeah.
They wouldn't put the two different covers in there. And I'd say it'd be the original.
Yeah, the original. Yeah.
Yeah, with the original, like the makeup and all that, not the 1984 version, which has got Bruce and Eric on it, uh, which I got for your birthday.
Yeah.
Damn, and then I realised I haven't got that one myself.
And people
Damn
saying,
it.
oh, Jamie will be kissing that butt on now. So I'm not kissing a Paul's butt. But then I realised that I had a theory that wasn't actually Paul's butt, it was a lady's butt. But who knows?
It could be Janice Bogart's ass.
Then again, it could be Samantha Fox ass on it. Who knows?
I'd say it'd be Neil Bogart's wife's ass, because
Joy
if it's
Barrett's.
not any of the members of the band, that is.
Yeah. But I'm not kissing it.
Uh,
I'm not kissing it. But anyway,
wouldn't mind kissing Shannon's ass. But
you heard it from David. So if you want to give him all the
she's
love
a
mail,
she's a very, very beautiful lady.
But anyway, David, what the question of the week going to be this week for the fans to interact?
Oh,
What?
what demos do you think, if they were to release, do it like a Van Halen thing where they re-record a lot of the old 70s demos, what songs would you like that you've heard on demo, would you like to see them re-record?
And
As
why? The second one that I want to come up. Would you like to see a cover album from Kiss?
covers album, what cover songs would you like to see Kiss do or attempt?
And
Well,
why?
as I said, probably some Led Zeppelin stuff. Whole Lot of Love
Yeah.
would be one that springs to mind. I'd like to hear them record.
Yeah. And also, Dave, I want to say a big thank you to all the fans that participated on my wall. I did a bit of a fan fun thing, is to make up a fan request set list, and you can only pick one song out of all the catalogue that Kiss had, and there was awesome responses on that. I'm so surprised no one picked a classic song on there. They all went the rarities songs that they
Oh,
haven't played before. So
yeah.
a round of applause and a pat on the back to all the fans that got involved in that, and it was well done, well done. And if we can put that towards Kiss, we can, but we'll leave it for now.
Or if they're listening to us right now,
Yeah,
or when we put it up.
yeah, we'll leave it for now. But I want to say thank you for all the fans that participated in that from around the world on the Facebook page and my personal page, that is. And yeah, if you've got any more songs that you'd like to put in, please, it's still there. Just go and search for it and just type in your song. One song per person. That's all you need to take. We don't want a big 50 set list, 50 song set list of the one person. So be fair, pick one. It's hard. I picked Thou Shalt Not, and I think David picked, I don't know what you picked.
The Oath, I think.
The
One of
Oath, yeah,
yeah,
the Oath. And my partner
or a
picked
Sherry.
My partner picked. What did you pick? Oh yeah, the producer picked Forever.
Or Sh- yeah, Shay. Yeah,
Yeah, Shay,
we'll say her name's Shay.
Shay, Shay,
Shay.
Shay, 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 Shay,
Oh,
Shay, Shay.
bold Shay.
Yeah, and we're all saying waving to Shay at the moment. But yeah. Anyway, Shay's doing a bit of a wrap. The producer's doing a let's wrap it up, and we'll be back next week with a better and more episodes. Oh, well, I'll say it again. I'm getting tongue
Bigger and
tied.
better before.
Yeah, better before. But no,
Mm.
just stick with us. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to us. We have over 80 people subscribing us now, and we'll hit another milestone, David. I will say this just before we go. We have
Mm-hmm.
got over 15,000 views since we started, and we want
Mm-hmm.
to say thanks to every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So over 15,000. And also go to our Spreaker. You'll see us up there. The audio will be up there. And also go to our Twitter page. We've got over 200 odd, 400 odd, whatever. I can't remember. But thank you for following us on Twitter. But also, I will say this before we wrap it up. Website is in the making, and it's looking a-okay. I've still got a couple of things to work
Uh,
on, but all that will be up and running in about a month, 2 months time. So stick around for that. You'll see a brand new website. All right, we better get cruising. And Dave, thanks for joining me once again.
no worries.
All right,
See
catch
ya.
you next week on Crazy Nights.